Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hans's Man Cave Podcast. This is your host, Hans. I'm here, episode 6. I'm bringing you another episode. I'm trying to do it as fast as I can. You know, I got a busy schedule, but I'm getting them done. Today, I have a special guest, Miss Olga Martinez, Mrs. Olga Martinez. She is the owner of Zoes Krafty Krochets. If you don't know what crochets are, trust me, I don't know either. So we'll learn as we go. All right. So, what is a crochet? Because I said, you know, when I was talking to you in our pre-workout, pre-talk, I was like, hey, maybe you want to show some of your knitting products that you've done. And she was like, no, it's not knitting. It's called a crochet. So I was like, okay. So what is a crochet? What's the difference? Why is it knitting?
A lot of people make the common mistake between crochet and knitting, but knitting is with 2 needles, and crochet is with 1 needle. That's pretty much the basic of it. It's with 1 needle.
Dang, I didn't even realize, because you think of knitting, you think of, like an old grandma sitting down knitting.
Oh, thank you.
No, I wasn't talking about you. I'm talking about like an old grandma, can't even walk, that just sits on the rocking chair.
Wow.
Yeah, I messed that one up. But
yeah.
So how do you do it with 1? I don't understand. So you have like a grid and you go in and out? Or?
No, you're here, real quick. Let me get something here so I can show you.
She's gonna show us a lesson. Excellent. Remember, everyone, while we're on the little break, I want you guys to know that I'm here to promote El Paso businesses. I want to get you guys out there. And whenever, you want me to interview you, I'm there. I'm there in a hurry. I try to open my schedule up, try to fit everyone in my schedule. I know I have some appointments, but I'll get to you. So, okay, Ms. Martinez.
Crocheting is just with 1 needle.
1 needle.
Knitting is with the 2. This is just 1 needle. There's different stitches. I'm making this beanie. I have Alexander on here.
Alexander.
And this is called the waist coast stitch.
Waist coast stitch.
And yes, there are hundreds of stitches out there. And
hundreds of stitches, so there's different, obviously, right? Because you gotta make different designs and stuff like that.
This here, it's just half double crochet, and by doing it all in the back rows, it's called the ribbing. It's called ribbing because it stretches. It could stretch, and but yes,
nice.
There's single crochet, double crochet, triple crochet. The waistcoat stitch, there's just like hundreds of stitches. Yes. I mean, I could go on and on. Yeah. But right now I'm currently working on beanies that are personalized.
Personalized beanies.
So you can get your name on them. This one you could get it with the pom-pom, or any of them, or without the pom-pom. And this says Rosie.
Excellent.
And different sizes. Small, I make from babies. Zaki. His name is Zachary. They call him Zaki. And I actually did one for Fit Fam. El Paso.
Fit Fam. She made one for Fit Fam EP. I actually really wanted to interview, for Zoes Krafty Krochets. I want to interview her because I'm sitting at home. I'm going through Fit Fam EP. It's popular. If you haven't looked it up, it's on Snapchat, Fit Fam. It's hilarious. You find stuff on there. It's funny. But anyway, back. I'm going through Fit Fam, looking at Snapchat, and then I see the beanie, and it says Fit Fam, and it has her tag in it. And then I'm their family friend. So I was like, what? I didn't know you were making like a beanie for Fit Fam. And I saw her tagged in there. I was like, yeah, it is her. So I texted Nicole. Nicole's her actual daughter, actually. And I was like, hey, your mom had her beanie on Fit Fam. And I was like, man, that's pretty cool. I got to interview her. I got to talk to her soon because Walking in today, walked in and she was showing me so many different things that she could do with crocheting, and it's amazing. So look through this video, see what you like. I'm gonna tag her info, tag her Instagram. You can also let me know. I'm like I said, I'm friends with her, so I could talk to her personally. But I just want to know like the backstory. So what made you decide to take up knitting? Crocheting. See, there I go.
Actually, I learned to knit when I was like about 10. I made me a sweater, and I think I wore it once, and I never put it on again, and I never got back into knitting. And then when my girls were little, I picked up crocheting. I learned on my own, and occasionally I would make them a scarf. And
just to pass the time.
Yeah. And then I just never really got back into it because of my husband's illness and just life and everything. I didn't have time. When he passed away, that's when I really got into it, and it actually helped me through the grieving process. And the more I discovered I could do different things, the more I got into it. And the more I got into it, I just fell in love with it, because you could do so many things with crochet. You can make blankets, beanies, sweaters, hats, clothing, just so much
different
stuff.
Things, yeah.
And I really, really enjoy it. And so I said, I'm going to try and start a little business now that I'm home, and just try and build it and see how it turns out.
See how it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, everything starts off small.
Right.
Everyone knows that. Any big business person knows that. So basically, it's something that was a hobby, and then
I just love it now. I really do.
Worked itself into it. Yeah, actually, when I come over, she's on the couch crocheting. Like, she really is.
It's weird though, because if I don't pick up and crochet something a little bit every day, I feel like
it's a little off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. So like, okay, so like, let's look at this beanie right here. It says Zachy. How long would this take you to actually finish it from start to end?
Well, because this is for a smaller child, but this one I could probably do it in about 6 hours.
6 hours straight through,
just sitting there, yeah, from start to finish.
Do you usually just sit there for 6 hours, or would you do
I'll get up
stand up? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it may not even be that long.
It may just be long with the other breaks and stuff. Oh,
okay. Yeah, but even the adult ones, I would say 6 hours. They don't take long. It's just I've been trying to do actually one a day, but that's in between getting up and doing things.
Yeah, I mean they're impressive. I'm pretty impressed with them. So obviously, she's trying to make her business, and I think it's mostly based on custom. Like, you can tell her what you want, and she could try to accommodate it. She's shown me so many different designs, so many things she's done already. Finished products that she's given to her family or sold them to her friends. She's trying to make a business out of it. So obviously, with the different designs and, beanies or apparel that they want, there's going to be different prices, correct?
Yes. The yarn, I always try to buy my yarn on sale, so I can give a better price. Some things I've made blankets out of blocks, and they're wording. Those can take up to a month.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she showed me pictures. The blankets, it's impressive. She's gonna try to pull one up, and then I'm gonna try to put it on the screen so you can see. But yeah, again, these are impressive. I'm gonna show some more of the products right now. There is a Halloween themed dress that she just showed me, and it is awesome. Like, it looks nice, especially for a little child. So basically,
these are different types of beanies.
Oh my God, you guys got to see this, especially if you have kids. Look at these beanies that she has. She has Nightmare Before Christmas, the Minions. There's a Batman one. This one is, what's the pink one?
Minnie Mouse.
Minnie Mouse. And then this is like a Stormtrooper?
Yes, Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper. For anyone, people who love Star Wars, she got the Stormtrooper. She actually showed me one earlier of a Yoda one. And I'm a big Star Wars fan. Everyone knows that. On my page, Hans's Man Cave Podcast, I have, when Han Solo and Chewie are blasting into hyperdrive, that scene. All the stars coming at you. But yeah, they're really, really impressive. I want to show the viewers some more stuff that she can do. So if you're interested, let me know. Let her know. I'm gonna tag her Instagram, and so you could contact her, or you could let me know. I'll contact her personally again. Look at this. This is something that she has done. Snow White.
The little headband, the diaper cover, and then the booties and the dress for Snow White.
This is for about how old do you think?
That was for a 3-month baby.
3-month baby. Look at that. Impressive. I like it a lot. I actually want to show y'all the dress that I was talking about. You want to hold it up?
This is for a baby girl, 3 months old. I made Halloween, a little witch's dress. And then it has a little witch hat.
Wow. Look at that. That's for how many months was that?
That one's for 3 months.
3 months?
Well, it's 0 to 3 months. So depending on, some babies are bigger than others.
I'm trying to set this back up. So yeah, okay, I know you're building it, from the ground up, basically. Like, what is your goal? Like, what will get you to the point of satisfaction where you're like, okay, I've done something good. Like, I feel like this is going.
I actually, to be honest with you, I'd like to learn how to dye my own yarn.
Oh, okay. Is that
eventually? But a lot of the yarn that they sell for you to dye your own yarn is very expensive because they sell very fine wools, very fine cotton, acrylics, and they all come in white or clear, white, off-white colors. And from my understanding, the dyeing of the yarn is not that expensive. You could actually dye yarn with Kool-Aid.
So the purpose of dyeing is the purpose to dye your own yarn, like to make your own colors, or
to make my own colors, to actually try and sell my own hand-dyed yarn. There's a big market out there for hand-dyed yarn.
Okay.
I mean, huge. People are making maybe $25,000 a month.
Wow.
Just on selling hand-dyed yarn.
I honestly didn't know it was that big of a market. That's crazy.
Yeah. There's people that just sell patterns for their products. There's people that they strictly make things and then just sell them. There's people that have, like, let's say, for instance, downtown. If downtown had, an event, and they have all these little booths out there, little markets, and people are out there selling things. There's people that actually sell things at these events. Everything's crocheted, everything's handmade, and in a weekend they could make $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 on the stuff handmade. But to prep for a market, it takes them like 6 months to 8 months to prep for a market, because you're just sitting there making and making.
Yeah.
And the prices on what people sell, it always varies. I could sell my beanies for, let's say, because they're handmade, they took me time, I could sell this for maybe $20. Somebody on Etsy will sell this for $35.
Wow.
And everything that I sell, it's either less or maybe a third of the price of what things they sell on Etsy.
So you're getting a good deal. Like, if you go through her, get your handmade stuff, get your custom beanies, little dresses. You're gonna pay way less than any of her competitors. You know, she wants to expand it. You know, and I honestly did not know it was that big of a market. It was.
Yeah, a lot of people have asked me, why don't I open an Etsy store?
Mm-hmm.
Etsy takes it was 5% of your sales.
Mm-hmm.
Now they jumped it up to 15.
Whoa.
Yeah, so a lot of people left Etsy in this market and they went to another one. It's called Ravelry. And
are these like websites?
Yes, they're websites.
Websites.
Yeah, where you could buy a lot of homemade products.
Is that where you have your stuff on right
No,
now?
mine is just strictly Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, mine is just.
So she's not going through corporation or anything like that. She's going strictly local. No one's taking their money. This is all going to her and her time. Because you don't want to get taxed 15%.
No.
When they haven't done anything.
And I've seen people make a lot of money on Etsy.
Mm-hmm.
But they also take, like I said, now it's at 15%. And to me, if you sit there and take 6 hours, or you sit there and make something that takes 3 weeks, why are you going to give somebody 15% of your money?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's
you know,
a lot.
And it's your time that you're putting into it. You
Exactly.
know?
That's why support local always. You know, I always try to stress that throughout my podcasts. These are what other ones do you have? You have so basically like she's doing for her family. She's doing like names. So on the beanies she has names, but she also has created beanies that are sports themed. So she has beanies with like Minnesota Viking colors or cowboy colors. She could do so many things. And I know there's a lot of sports fans out there. My podcast has a lot of sports in it. So for the sports fan, you could do almost any color, right? You've done Lakers.
I've done Lakers.
Dodgers.
Yes, I've done Lakers, Dodgers, the Vikings. I've done Green Bay. I've done Raiders. The last one I just did was Denver Bronco for somebody. They were real plain. It just was just the colors, you know. Mm-hmm. But what I'm actually trying to do now, since I make my own grids here for these, my graphs, what I'm trying to do now is making graphs for the actual name of the team.
Oh, okay.
So whatever team it's going to be, it'll say Cowboys, and then it'll have cowboy colors, you know. So now I'm going to start making graphs for different sport teams, so it could actually say the name of the team on it.
That's awesome. See, and about I'm gonna support it. I'm gonna like share it as much as possible. Your Instagram, it's gonna be on my Facebook. It's gonna be on my YouTube, and in about a year or two, I want to see a lot of people. I want her orders to be up there, stacked, where she's just staying at home and just crocheting. That's always the goal when you start a business. You wanna keep yourself busy. But thank you for inviting me to your house. Thank you for letting me have my podcast here. It's always, a blessing every day we get to wake up. And I woke up today. I knew today was the day to make the podcast. I took care of everything I had to do in the morning, and I made it here on time. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And yeah, remember, I'm gonna post it on there. So look through it. Send me a message. Send her a message.
They can also go through my Instagram to see all the different products because everything I make I post on there.
Yeah. So if you actually want to see her, collection of items that she has, go on the Instagram, see if you like anything, and see if maybe you like it and you want a different color, or if you like the exact replica. Like, let us know, let her know. We're here, and I'm gonna come at you with another podcast very soon. So thank you, hon. We're gonna end this podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Episode 6.